Hey everybody, Carol Siddle here with Journal Dream World. I am going to just do a flip through today of a journal that I started at a retreat in May in North Carolina. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun until I happened to fall over a cord and missed 2 days of it. An extension cord, but that was a whole nother story. So I've just finished this a few days ago and wanted to go ahead and do my video of it. And if I sound a little out of it, I had back surgery on Wednesday. Very sore right now, but if I don't get up and do something, I'm gonna go nuts. So I'll probably lay down and go to sleep after this. But I just wanted to show you. This is called Quiet Beauty. These are, some of these are the papers that we got at the retreat. Some of it, I didn't get to finish it because of the fall. So when I got home, I just wanted to get her finished. Because she means a lot to me. This is going to be my, put in here, you know, stuff about the retreat and new friends I made and that have actually talked me into going to another retreat next May in Biloxi. So I'm real excited about that. So this is, I added this. This came in the retreat. This material came from a friend of mine named Kathy. And I took some material that I got from Sheila Gendrich. You know, her beautiful, beautiful laces and just boho everything. So she had a bunch there we were able to get. I added some trim that I had, put the beads and rhinestones on it, and she's a glitter girl. And it's hard to see, but there is gold rub-on here in her dress. And so that's the front cover. And then this is the spine. And this came out of Sheila's pack. And I just cut this piece out and fit it on the spine here and added some kind of like, it's not a rose coated gold, more like a silver gold with a tint in it. It's really a different color, but it's really pretty and it fit perfect because I needed something. It didn't look right without some trim on the side. So let's see if I can stand up here. Hope y'all can see that. I'm trying to get it where you can. I don't have the best light in here. I need to get light that can come from the front, but I don't. So this is what I got. So and I added the dangle here that I made, and a couple other dangles that I made. I have, I don't know if you can see these. It's kind of hard to see. Let me see if you can see these. They hang out from the middle. There we go. That's kind of the best I might be able to do it. So I want to get started showing you the journal. I don't even know how many pages are in it. It's four small, and I think they got 6 pages each. Signatures. And this was done, this beautiful digikit was done by a beautiful young lady named Vanessa. And it was magnolias were the theme, so she focused on magnolia flowers, and it was just beautiful. We had a really fun time. And these tags, I don't think, there's a couple tags in here that are mine, but we had a thing where they, everybody had to make some tags, and they had bags, plastic, cute little bags with their names on them. And when we got there, we had to drop a tag in each bag. So everybody, there's probably, I don't know, almost 50 people there. So we got quite a lot of tags, and I wanted to use them in this. A, because I don't want to give them away because they're so pretty. Because I'm keeping this journal. But it was fun to remember, have the memories of it as I went through the tags. So this is some Sheila's material that I got from before. Boho Daydreams is the name of her site, her Facebook site, if you want to go in there and check her out. So this is one, and we were supposed to sign them, but she didn't, whoever did this didn't sign it, so I'm not sure who did that one, or who did this one. But isn't that beautiful? I added the little leaves up here because I just think it just fit. So that one has a pretty key on it. I just loved her with the green. And there's some of the paper, and we added the gold. We had gold trim, so there's gold around most of the pages, if you can see. That was fun, something different. And this, I cut out this wreath from a piece of lace that I had that was gifted, and I just cut that out, put a flower in the middle, and I added some trim to this. Or maybe, yeah, I think I added that, or maybe she put it on there. I can't remember. Boho Daydream. So this is from her. This is from Sheila. That looks like something she put on there. And it just goes perfect in here. And these are some flowers. These are by Marmy Art. You can go on Amazon. She's got really big. She's got a lot of books, and it's all clip art. And there's fairies and mushrooms and let's see, flowers, mushrooms, fairies, animals. There's just a whole mix of stuff, and they're beautiful, but they're oversized, so it's a lot of fun to play with them. So I just cut that out, put that there. And then here, a little pocket that I made. This, I added a little piece of this to that, and I added the cloud in this to it, and the butterfly. So I thought that was so pretty. And this is a stamp, and I just colored it in, added some trim on the page because it wasn't that strong. There's a little trim, added a sticker on here. So much fun to decorate with your stuff. And you know, I tend to like hoard my trims. I just can't afford them that often, so I decided, you know, I'm going to get them out and use them. That's what they're for. I can get more down the road, you know. Sheila's always selling. So, and then this is a cute little pocket, and it's got little things in here for you. This is just a beautiful, excuse me, my mind's going blank what this is called. Looks like it went through a, I'm sorry, it's the medication. I can't think of the word. Y'all I know screaming at me going, it's this, it's this. I'm like, I appreciate that, but I can't hear you. But it looks really good in here. Here's another flower. This was, now I did add this, and I did add the dangle here. This was the ticket that was in there to the Southern Magnolia Boho Retreat 2025. And it's got, you know, Southern Magnolia Boho Retreat by Boho Daydreams and Dreamy Bohemian. It's got the dates, where it was, so it's really cool. And I just went around, put gold on it. I thought that's really cool to have as a memory. And it looks really pretty too. So I thought that would look good in the magnolia. This is a tag that I made. I'm absolutely in love with. Let me see if I can get this off of here. My little Tim Holtz clips. And I just added some multicolored ribbon. This is from Marmy's book. I cut her out, and then I, just added some gold to the crown and her dress. This was actually on a different tag, and I took it off because I tend to sometimes do that, recreate. And this is a piece of old scarf that I've got, and I have used that scarf up. I've still got half of it left, but it's just so pretty how it is. It just really glitters. I'm hoping y'all can see this, but I love the multicolored. But that was really fun. And here's a page from the, isn't that gorgeous, these pages? She had some ephemera too, and I forgot to print it out. Get this paper clip on here. And here's the center. And they had everything we needed. They had the waxed thread to be able to do the signatures. They had the papers, and all we had to do was do the gold around them, add our own stuff or use the stuff that came with the kit. And I've got bags of stuff that we got. It was just kind of blew my mind. But that was my first retreat. So I've got this pretty one here, and this is another piece of her trim. This is a page I did with a napkin. Added the butterfly, just Mod Podge and put this on here so it doesn't slide all the way through. Boho Beauties, another piece of Sheila's trim. This is by Karen Anderson. I want to give them credit for their tags. Isn't that pretty? So simple too. I mean, it's just a piece of unused scrapbook paper. And it's got the hearts on the back. It was double-sided. And then she just made a little flip over at the top to staple in the materials. Pink lace in the trim. And then added a label. Boho Beauties 2025. And this pretty ribbon. I'm like, how simple, but how beautiful too at the same time. I'm like, those would be easy, something like that would be easy to mass make too, so. Which is something I need to do. And then this is a page a friend of mine, Kathy, gave me some pages out of a book she had. And I just turned it into a pocket. This is from a master board that I had. And these are Marmy's, part of her mushrooms. She has different ones. You go on Amazon, just look up Marmie, M-A-R-M-I-E, I believe, art, and all her books will come up. You won't be disappointed, believe me. They're much prettier in person than they are in the thing too. So, but she had these, I mean, all different colors, all different styles, all different everything. But it's a lot of cutting, but it is worth it because they're fun to do. So that's also a napkin on there. And I just made a little pocket here. Used a piece of washi tape for my tag. And it's got the angel down here. And the angel on the other side. And that just slides right in here. Okay, and then this is a card. It was just a old card that I got somewhere. A little box of them. I think there was like 4 left in the box, and I got them for like 15 cents. This is one of the pictures that came in one of the bags that we got. Isn't she just beautiful? And y'all, that dress. There's birds on it and fairies. And she's got look at the arms on here. It looks like wings. And she's a pretty girl too. So that's Miss Gertie Millar, I guess. And it's an original postcard from, let me see, I'm trying to see if I can see the post date on here. I can't see the post date. It's old though, I can tell you that. So pretty. And this one. And I know that this was from Randy Kirby. Those of you who know Randy. And these, when I originally put these, I added these on. When I did that, I originally thought those were flowers, and now looking closer at them, they're butterflies. Isn't that cool? Little butterflies. And I love the simplicity of this and her use of the colors. And just so simple. I added a little glitter in the middle here. So simple, but so pretty at the same time. Excuse me. So she goes in here. And then here's another tag from the retreat. Isn't that cute? Life's Moments by Libby George. She is so much fun. I'm going to be 72 next month. That's weird to say, y'all. I know a lot of you are younger than me. It is weird to say that you're getting that old. I guess old is just a word, right? But my hair's pink, and I walk in, here's this beautiful older woman. I mean, she is really pretty, and she has her hair is lavender, and a gorgeous color of lavender, and her apron, because we all brought aprons to wear, so she had her apron, and she makes like pocketbooks and sachets and all that kind of stuff using a lot of lace like this, you know, and I mean, they are to die for. They're so pretty. So she's a lot of fun, and she's going to the one, and I added a blank card in here. She's going to the Mississippi retreat, and I'm so excited because she's a lot of fun to be around. These tiny attackers are good, but man, when you don't have fingernails, if you know what I mean. I lack in the fingernail department. I even tried to go get some, you know, put on. That didn't work out too well because I ended up picking them off. See, I can't even get this on here. I can't even get this on here. Come on, there we go. I think I got it. Okay. And then I put a little card in here, just a blank card. Well, it's not blank because I forgot that I stamped on it. I have these really cool stamps. They're mushroom houses, fairy houses. So I just stamped, colored it in, just to have something different. And there's my little fairy. Now that is a card. So, well, it's okay. And then here's one I was smart and used a bigger paper clip. So, I'm trying to get these off so I can tell you who's on the... I think this might be double-sided too. But look at this really cool pen up here. Look at that. And I think it's copper. Isn't that gorgeous? And it can come off of there, and you can use it somewhere else if you wanted to. I took the ribbon off of here, added it to the pen, and added my own sparkly ribbon there. It's got looks like a gypsy lady, or I don't know, she's just sitting there on the rocks, having a good old time. Oh yeah, it is a double. So there's a little, oh, there we go. Little card in the back. And she did the trim all the way around. I thought that was really cool. So that's just, a little gold paper clip there. Here's another stamp. Here's another pocket with some cards in it. And these pockets and these little cards like this are from Kara Brandon on Etsy. It's a pretty laughed often. The pretty little beaded flower there. And again, no signature, but I love the little musical note too that's on there. So, put that in there. paper. Here's just some, I added all these in here. So many people didn't sign theirs. Y'all, I was so excited about going to this retreat, and we were asked to make 50 tags. I made 150 tags. and had to go back and sign every one of them. Ay, ay, ay. But I had fun. I had fun. And here's the page, and I just added a butterfly on there. I added a butterfly to this piece of material. I've had this forever. It's got a pink design on the back, but I just kind of like this side. And this was a tag that actually underneath the lace it had a tree, which my granddaughter has absconded with the tree. So Diana, if you see this, know that my 2-year-old, Scotland, loved that tree and she wanted to have it. So Nene had to give her the tree. So I went in and added some things here. I added these little flowers, some pretty little pearl piece here, and I added these little tiny stamps. And they just go with the colors in the background so well. I love this tag. I mean, I really do love it. I hope I'm in picture while I'm going through here. Okay, good. I could probably actually come in a little bit closer. Let me see here. Let me see. Yeah, it's a little bit closer. This is one that I made. The background is Cara Brandon's. Then I added the little pieces, made it my own little tag in there. This is a piece of that scarf I was talking about. And then I stenciled this with lavender, and then I went back and stenciled with the gold. You know, it's creamy, and did that. And it came out pretty cool. I only did one side though. I don't know why I did that, but I did. And then this was something we were making. It was an ephemera, like an ephemera book or folder, but that's when I fell. So I didn't get to finish it. So I just took the piece I had collaged and just turned it into a little piece to go in here. Stamped it out here. So, and here's one little tag. This is just an antique papers. Just stuck it in here. Had to reinforce it because it was coming apart, you know. I don't know what language this is. It's from 1930 though, so God, look how beautiful they wrote in 1930. I mean, not on my best day could I write like that. I'm a southpaw too, so. If you don't know what that means, because I think it's a southern term. Southpaw is somebody that's left-handed. So, me and my daughter are left-handed. My daddy was left-handed. And this is just a little envelope that I made with a piece of paper. So you can just write a note in there. And then I just slit an opening. And you've got a little card. Isn't that cool? Okay, moving on. A lot to look at. This is a fabric flip I did with some trim. Beautiful white flower on here. Some really pretty little lace. Little woven piece of material. And one of Sheila's trims. So pretty. Oh my God, her stuff is so beautiful. Here's a piece, and there's one of those little mushrooms I was talking about. And they come in different sizes, to huge to all the way down to little, like this. I think there's even a smaller one, I'm not sure. Then here's another little tag. This was made by Mona. She's real sweet. Everybody there was just a dream to hang out with. and looking at everybody's styles and how we all got the same basic materials for these journals and they all came out different. They all came out beautiful too. I mean, I was just like walking around, looking at everybody's journals. That's probably why I didn't get a lot done. And here's a piece of paper. This is a pretty little tag. Isn't that pretty? And sparkles on there. No name, but it's such a beautiful tag. I like the key that's on it too. Isn't that pretty? Here's another piece of what the kit looks like. I think I glued this whole thing down. I added the cheesecloth. I added the brad, and then I had a white snowflake in there and just glued it on. Added a bunch of little pictures in here, and then there's a picture in here. So that was fun. I was just playing with it and adding stuff. This I really like. It's so simple, but it's so pretty at the same time. And this is one of Vanessa's. Vanessa, yeah, it's Vanessa. She does a lot of French country kind of stuff. You can, even the paper. I think this is actually fabric because it feels like fabric. It feels like linen. She may have stamped on it. I'm not sure, but it's definitely material. And then she added these little trims down at the bottom, this little thing, and it's so simple, but it's so pretty. And then I've had these forever, and I just this came in. It was bigger, and I just added that Jehovah on there, and put a little gold bead in it. And I just thought, yeah, let's get God involved in the design. He designed everything else. Okay, we got that. Got here. Here's another tag, and this is on both sides. Glam Junk Journals. I think that's so cute. And I think this is another one of, yeah, Randy's. And I attached the angel on it. And added the little glitz in the middle of the heart. So when you're out looking at stuff, think, now if I added this or added that, what could I do to just make it mine? My style. And you'd be surprised. I mean, I get a lot of stuff from thrift stores. I go through every bin. I'm one of those diggers, man. I dig to the bottom of the bin. I have found some really good stuff at the bottom of a bin. And this is just a page to write on. Here's another one of those little folded pieces of paper. This pops out of here and then it folds down. You can write on it. That was the other part of that visual. There's the stenciled on, just a blank page. I might have to put something under here so you can see these, or you're not going to be able to see them. Let's see here. This was a piece of scrap paper that I had, and I just took my pencils and colored in the roses, added some trim, and look at, you are beautiful. Isn't that just so pretty? And the paper is foiled. Can you see that? No signature. So pretty. And here's one I just added the butterfly and the flower. Again, these are from Marmy Arts. Butterflies. She does butterfly one. And here we go. Here I just added the band. And isn't that gorgeous? Isn't she just lovely? This is like, it's like raised up, but I can't tell if it's a medium or if it's paper. because it feels like paper. If it is, I'm impressed that she got that all on there. And isn't she gorgeous? Oh, this is made by Michelle. Okay. Look at her stitching around. Look how neat that is. That's really a gorgeous tag. Very unique. I was so impressed by all these artists. Let me tell you. Woo. And I just added a little cluster here. Made me a nice pretty little cluster. Stuck it on. Here's another one of my fabric flips. And these are just old sheets of beads that were already in a design. Like that was already a heart. That just peels off like that. And I just glued them on. I've had them forever. So I thought, how cool to use those. And I love this piece. I love this piece. The way the pink comes through in the background. Can you see that? So that was a lot of fun to add that stuff on and the key. Then I stuck the pearls on there. Here's another one. I think this is one that I just made. And some of the trim that I've had. And added the pretty lady in here. She kind of matches the trim over here. She's so pretty. And this is by Doris Kohler, who was my table mate. One of them, her and her daughter, and they were wonderful. It was a lot of fun sitting at their table. And I'll tell you what, Doris, she got everything from A to Z that you could ever want when you're sitting at the table. I don't know how many containers she had, but she had one that was like, what, probably 4 feet tall. And it opened up and it had drawers and it was just, everybody was looking at it. It was like, where'd you get that? And she said, well, it's actually a makeup case. And I'm like, well, that's really cool. I said, that's pretty smart. But, bless her heart, she has a bad back and she was struggling, but she was just one of these people that just wants to help. All, you know, if you needed it, she had it and she was going to give it to you. So it was a lot of fun. And her daughter, I'll show you the hearts that we made. You might, I don't know if you can see it dangling here, but I'll show you. We made stuffed hearts and the journals. And this was her first time ever doing anything journal-wise. And she made the most gorgeous journal. She also makes beautiful, beautiful jewelry. And so did my roommate, who was also a table mate, Kathy Hatch. And she sells her stuff too. So if you ever go on the site, the Boho Daydreams, you might see some of her stuff. But she makes beautiful jewelry. I've got a couple things. Got a beautiful heart here. Ah, that was so much fun. Let me see. Marcella did this. Isn't that pretty? Just the colors. Very unique. So creative. And I love all the different ribbons in it and the colors. Then this one. And I just took a bank, but this is an original canceled check. And I just backed it and turned it into pockets. $28. $19.19. This was done. But I loved the look of the braille. So I kind of went over it so that it would stand out. I just folded it over and made a couple pockets. And this one, Teresa Bradley. Yeah, Bradley. And she has this on herself on the back of her tags, which I thought was so cute. But that's very pretty. And here's one, the baby. Every time my granddaughter sees this, she goes, baby, baby. I'm like, yep, that's a baby. Oh, stuck on there. He's stuck on there. I don't want to pull it. And this is an original postcard. Look at that sweet little baby. This is by Wendy. Who's Southern Magnolia Boho Retreat. That's really cool that they labeled that. October 1915. Wow. 1915 from 2025, 100 years. Would that be right? I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. But look at that. If you can see how embossed this is on the corners, now on the top. It's really beautiful. Everything is so pretty. We were spoiled rotten. Spoiled rotten. And some of that beautiful paper. This she specifically did for the retreat. I might be able to, since we're in the light here a little bit better. Those are the dangles that I made to go at the bottom. I learned how to do them when I was there. Here's this little piece of paper, and this is a cute little tag. It's really neat how she did this. She embossed the vellum, added the butterfly, and did the heart like as a punch, and then has the paper in the background so that the colors come through. I thought, wow, that's really cool. I never would have thought of that. And we have this one, beautiful trims. I thought at first it was a pocket, but it's not. But it's puffy, I guess, because it's on the material. But she sewed around everything. It's made by Susan Bowling. I tell you, if you ever get a chance to go to a retreat, this one was only 4.5 hours from where I lived, so I was able to drive there because I don't fly. And the other one is in Biloxi, which is 6.5 hours. So that's not, for me, that's not. It's far, but I can do it. It's worth it. I mean, I had to save for a year, and I'll have to save for a year to go to this one. But we're staying at the Harrah's Resort and Casino. It's a 4-star hotel, and they got us a special deal on the rooms of $69 a night. Woo! Sign me up. I'm going. So here's another one with that pretty trim on the gold. So it looks so pretty. And here's a little mini fabric flip. I've got a couple tags here, a little bead, pretty little fabrics, some trim. She was a cutout, and I just added a little piece of trim. Another page here. Just got another cluster on it that I did. And then this is a piece of fabric, and I added the lavender trim, and I made a corner because I had a piece of the fabric left, and I just made a corner for the page and added this pretty twinkly star or flower. Made a little fabric corner. I thought that was neat. Excuse me. And another beautiful lady. And this is a whole Edith Holden page. It had the lavender flowers in it. It's so pretty. I'm gonna have fun writing in this. And this, I just added a bunch of little flowers and mushrooms. And this is the last signature, number 4. It's a pretty page. And this is like, I might have to hold this up so you can see it. It's like a dictionary. Here's another fabric flip, and it's got like a peacock kind of feather. So you got this. I added a little jewels here. And you've got this, it's sticking, hold on. Beautiful gold trim. And then this tag has a peacock on it, and peacock feather, which I thought was perfect to go with this. And I didn't even, a little note in here. You know, until I was doing it, I didn't notice that they went together. I went, oh my gosh, it's got a peacock feather on it. So it was really pretty. Added some trim. Blank page. Just colored in some stuff. This is put some trim on here. This was a napkin that I did Mod Podge on it. Then I sprinkled it down with some glitter and then Mod Podged over that. And I had made a little booklet with some of the paper. There was blue and pink in there. And just made a little booklet to fit snuggy in here. Added a little trim to this. It's a blank page. And, oh, I need to put a tag in here. Oh, do that, but I've got the page in there. There's the other side of that. There's a, looks like a piece of book, but I can't read it. It's in a different language. There's the other side of that. And this is a little, it's so funny because I made this first as a tag. And this is one of her fairies. And I took the flowers and cut them out individually. So she looks like she's in a little garden. I colored the heart in, put a red gem, gave her a necklace, added a butterfly and stamped it Wild Spirits. And then it's a napkin inside. Isn't that pretty? Pretty little napkin. This is a sticker. Life itself is the most wonderful fairy tale. And then I had made this tag. I think I had made this a while ago. And it just seemed to fit in here. Just seemed to fit. So that's its home. And there we go. And there we go. And here is this pretty lady. And she had this on here, but I added this trim and this trim up here. And isn't she gorgeous? And that's all embossed. Isn't that beautiful? And it's thick. This is by Teresa Young. Fox Hollow Tales. I think she's got a Etsy site. I love this little trim at the bottom. And that is my Quiet Beauty journal. And my little stamp. I got that at Hobby Lobby sale. Inspired by life, created by hand, one of a kind art created by C. Siddle. And it's got the date. Nothing on the back. And there she is, my Quiet Beauty journal. Thank you for stopping by and looking. Hope y'all have a very blessed day. And oh, I'll be glad when my back is better. I've got 30 staples in my back right now. As long as I don't lean back, I'm good. So thank you for stopping by, and have a blessed rest of your day. Bye.